May tatlo po tayong major na mga news tungkol sa mga nangyayaring anomalya and mga ari-arian ng mga taong supposedly involved sa flood control. Ang una po na nakita natin sa Rappler's News ay ang property ni Martin Romualdez na former House Speaker na transfer po ang $2.44 million property in Dover, Massachusetts to a corporation named AMI Incorporated for only just $1. Pero mo yan, $1. Naglolokohan na tayo nito eh. In July 2025, the property which he acquired in 1988 for $650,000 is valued now at $2.244 million with the land worth $971,500 and the colonial style home worth $1.268 million. The transaction has raised questions about Romualdez's intentions, with some suggesting it could be an attempt to hide assets from creditors. Romualdez claims the transfer was for property management purposes and has always been declared in his SALN. Ang recipient po na corporation, AMI, is spelled as AMMY Inc., was formed in June 2024 and is led by a longtime business associate, Ab Romualdez. The use of newly formed corporation in his transaction has sparked concerns kasi noong 2024 po, ito po ang kataasan ng flood control scandal sa Pilipinas. Romualdez is also linked to a luxury mansion in Sotogrande, Spain, valued at around 6.5 million euro to 6.9 million euro, approximately 444.5 million to 471.8 million in peso value. The property known as Villa Kabila is a 2019 square meter residence with at least 16 bedrooms and a large swimming pool. It was purchased in January 2024 by Cecil Property Pte Ltd, a Singapore-based company formed just days before the sale. So, preparation na po talaga ito sa pag-iiwas ng kanyang mga obligasyon. The connection to Romualdez raises questions as the company behind the purchase has ties to individuals closely associated with him. Ang dalawang Malaysian shareholders, Yap Z. Jing and Jonathan Jaya Zadir, are linked to the company. Jaya Zadir has been involved in various business dealings and has attended events with Romualdez and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. So, nag-deny po si Romualdez in wrongdoing, stating the transaction was for property management purposes also, and he declared also daw dito sa kanyang SALN. Move po tayo sa news ni Ombudsman Remulla against kay Congressman Leandro Leviste na allegedly ito ay nagbenta ng prangkisa ng kanyang negosyo, and ito po ay finalo up ng mga 15 alleged na blog ni spokesperson Claire Castro. So, because of this alleged malicious blogging of Claire Castro, ay nag-file po ng civil libel complaint si Congressman Leandro Castro against Communications Yusek Claire Castro, seeking 110 million in damages pesos over her statements regarding his solar energy company. Levisti claims Castro's remarks made in her vlogs were part of a targeted attack against him, damaging his reputation. Specifically, Castro alleged stated that he sold a company holding a government franchise, which Levisti denies, saying the company he sold did not have a franchise. So, see? Imaginein mo, sa panahon lang po natin na isang ombudsman ay nagpapalabas ng mga chismis at walang basihan na mga allegations, and then minamagnify po ng isang spokesperson ng palasyo na isang Claire Castro na hindi po klarado. Ang clear na ito yung clear na hindi clear eh. Castro argues Levisti's source was Ombudsman Jesus Crispin Remulla, but Levisti chose not to pursue action against Remulla, reportedly out of respect for Remulla's connection to his mother. So, ang grounds po ng complaint are as follows: libelous statements, damage to reputation, and targeted attack. Ulitin ko po, ang damios perwisyo is amounting to 110 million pesos ang final na damages ni Congressman Leandro Leviste. And Castro had stated that Leviste sold a company with a government franchise, but he insists that that is false. So, tingnan po natin na ang kontrobersiya na ito ay nag-umpisa kay Ombudsman Crispin Remulla, and allegedly Levisti sold 22.259 billion worth of SP and EC shares to Meralco Power Gen Corporation as a subsidiary in 2023 to 2025. Ngayon, isamarise lang po natin ang Marcos and Ping Lacson sa World War. So, ang basihan po yata ay talaga namang hindi nagsabi na magsabunutan tayo. Ang sinabi yata ni Senator Amy Marcos ay pag sinabunutan ako ay walang strength to fight him. Wala po yatang sabunutan na magsabunutan tayo. Parang wala yatang ganun na statement And then, as a statement, siguro number 1, PMA graduate, at senador ka, lalaki ka, ganun ang insinuation or not, di ba? Wala din sa history natin sa mga time ni Salonga, ni La Herrera, di ba? Walang mga ganon na mga ganiyang batuhan ng mga walang kwentang mga statements, di ba? So, ang ating punto as a Filipino, bakit naman si Congressman Leviste, si Miao ang titingnan, bakit hindi itong si Romualdez at si Gaviola ang tingnan ng mga kongreso at congressmen? Tapos, nagbabaliktaran na po yung mga kaliwang mga congressman na nagsusupport kay Marcos administration. So, ang sarswela po ay patuloy, and we as Filipinos should be mindful na itong mga ito ay nakakalungkot sa ating panahon. Tayo po ay patuloy na magmasid, and thank you for listening.